Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf, and welcome back to Memories Dogma Code 1. I'm really tired today. My schedule has been kind of rough, but I've been able to find time to record as I was hoping that I would. This is probably going to be a bit shorter of an episode because I've got class soon. However, it shouldn't be any shorter than the other episodes I've been doing of this game. So I'm looking forward to getting back into this on a more regular basis. So we found out that Aoi-san is kind of captured right now. So that's Sodano's older sister, and we are gonna try and get her back. I guess it's a trap, but we gotta go get it. You gotta go get into it. While mixing in with the crowd of people going to the festival, we make our way to Fuchu Station. Oh, by the way, I apologize once again for, you can probably hear a fan in the background. I can't really do much about that, because if I were to turn it off, then my computer would overheat, and that would make the game run much worse, as well as my camera. And so I can't really do that, unfortunately. It shouldn't be that bad, but I do apologize for that. We push our way through the throng and sneak past the police guarding the blockaded street. Unlike the main street, this area is practically deserted. While remaining alert, Dana and I climb the half-destroyed stairs leading to the station building. There's a bit of an odd little transition there. It seemed like it took a little too long. Is this new music? I think this is new music. The familiar station plaza looks completely different now. Because of the blast, many of the station's buildings are in ruins, and fragments of broken glass and concrete are strewn about everywhere. This is some pretty bad damage. The small event stage I saw 3 days ago has been blown apart, lighting equipment and machinery scattered everywhere. Looks like they haven't cleaned up anything at all. They might still be investigating the crime scene. I make sure the station entrance is still open. There's yellow tape around it, but the door itself isn't locked. I'll go first. There might already be other people here. Be careful. I nod and part the yellow tape. I slip through the station door. Oh dear. Once I'm inside, I use my MRD's flashlight to illuminate the area. The ticketing area is as silent as the grave, and most of the stores have their shutters closed. Looking around, I don't see anyone. I call out to Dana. Coast clear for now. Let me just announce that. Once Dana's made it inside as well, we head off to the bookstore further in. Normally the station would be brightly lit and packed with people on their way home around this time. Now the lights and air conditioning are both off, and the air inside is lukewarm. Yeah, that's the worst. I mean, it makes sense, but everyone sure ran away in a hurry. There's a number of pastries just left lying in the open at a bakery I used to go to sometimes. Some of them had fallen to the ground. You can see a number of toppled shelves through the window of the convenience store that sits across the bakery. I like the detail they're giving here, like the ambiance is being set. I like that. Seeing the disorderly state everything's in, it's obvious just how much chaos there must have been when the explosion occurred. Seeing this much devastation amidst the deathly silence is just eerie. Feels like we're seeing the ruins of a civilization that was here centuries ago, except with modern facilities and modern pastries. Semi-fresh pastries at that. As we keep going, my eyes steadily adjust to the darkness. I just hope there's no one hiding in the shadows. I hope no one tries to sneak up on us from behind. I strain my senses in all directions as I continue onwards. Dang, this is creepy. Somber. Is Aoi-san really here? Still harboring doubts, we arrive in front of the bookstore that was in the picture. There's shutters drawn across the bookstore on all sides, but the shutter on the front of the store is half open. That's certainly a red flag. I look inside the entrance and see that the whole store is dimly lit. The fact that only this area is lit up is clearly suspicious. But if Aoi-san's really in here, then I've got to go in. Dana, you wait here. Not happening. I'm coming with you. Looks like Nana's already steeled her resolve too. Even if I try to stop her, she'll go anyway. Alright, but just be ready to run away at a moment's notice. Don't worry. I won't slow you down. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm just saying I might not be able to spot everything, so... Thanks, but I know. You don't need to worry about me. Nana lightly pats my shoulder. Alright, then let's go. I really like Nana. She's so caring. I bend down and walk under the shutter. Wow, this place actually looks semi-normal. The lights in the bookstore are on. Normally that's supposed to be the case. However, there's some shelves that toppled over. Stacks of books that have crumbled that make it... And stacks of books that have crumbled that make it... Oh, there are some shelves, and there are stacks of books that have crumbled that make it clear that something's wrong here. Okay, that was worded a little bit weirdly. But it was correct. I'm certain that the location of the picture of Aoi-san was taken from was, if I recall correctly, the place where Aoi-san had been in the picture was the bestseller corner in the center of the store. There was always a sign there highlighting the top-selling manga, books, and weekly magazines. Nana and I cautiously make our way over there. However, Aoi-san's not there. Shit, so she really isn't here. Let's look around a few other places. And are we gonna get ambushed? Okay, this is a little bit weird. In this part, it seems like all of the transitions are just like 3/4 of a second a bit later than they should be. It's a bit weird. I start frantically searching the other aisles. She's not in the business section, or the classical literature section, or the paperback section. I don't see Aoi-san anywhere. Do we misinterpret the picture? No, it's definitely this bookstore that was in the picture. At the very least, she must have been here when this picture was taken. I don't know, could have used like a green screen or something, right? Oh. Suddenly everything goes dark. Yeah, we didn't see this coming at all. I hurriedly turn on my MRD's flashlight. I can only faintly make out the inside of the store. Suddenly a large shadow appears in front of us. Hey, it's this guy. It's the guy with the frickin' blade arm. As if coming out of the shadows, he appears before us once more. When did he manage to sneak in here? I step forward to confront him, putting myself between him and Nana. Oh, that's right. His name is Sigma. Sigma. I call him by the name they gave him in the report, and he raises an eyebrow. Oh? And where did you learn about that from? But that's just a code they attached to me. Code? It means absolutely nothing to me. Sigma looks down at us with cold eyes. Where's Aoi-san? And why do you think I'll tell you that? Aren't you the one that sent that picture to us? Oh. Oh, game. Come on. Picture. Oh, were we both, like, led here? If that's the case, then that's kinda... Then who would, like, have led us here? Sigma opens his eyes wide and then grins. I see. So that's how they lured you here. You guys are complete idiots to fall for a trick like this. So then why are you here? Maybe he like struck a deal with them? What? Aoi-san's not here. Then where is she right now? I'm pretty sure Sigma knows. More importantly, Sigma takes a step towards us. You'll show me your true power today, won't you? Eh? Don't play dumb with me. I only came here to enjoy a good fight. And the blade's here. If you want to talk, it'll have to wait until after. And battle music. The moment he finishes speaking, Sigma kicks off the ground. He closes the distance between us in an instant, and swings his arm horizontally at me. It feels like Sigma's blade is leaving after images in the darkness. I reflexively grab Reina and pull us both to the ground. A second later, I hear the blade fly right above my head. The strength of his swing is so great, it feels like he gouged out the very air he cut. If I'd been just a second too late, my head wouldn't be attached to my shoulders anymore. A chill runs down my spine. Man, this is loud. I'll have to adjust the volume. Dana, this way. His voice comes from directly in front of us. The next instant, as if he'd always been there, a huge shadow appears in front of us. It's Sigma, who is supposed to have vanished. Appears is the only word that does it justice. He's literally just there now. His sadistic eyes bore into me. How did you... What a pity. I can see right through your crude scheme. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty crude. We literally just kind of got up and ran. As he says that, Sigma slashes the air right down, his right arm down diagonally. His blade whistles as it cuts through the air, stagnant, through the dark, stagnant air. Elena, dodge it! Oh dear. I grab Rodena and dive for the right. His blade grazes my cheek. Once again, if I'd hesitated even a second longer, I would be dead. Chills run down my spine again. Sigma scoffs at me, who's lying on the floor now. Oh, he's like giving me the come at me hand. Don't you feel pathetic crawling on the ground like that? Come on, what are you waiting for? Sigma spreads both arms wide as to say, come on. Damn it, how does he move like that? We gotta activate the steroids. I've got, like, electro-steroids in me. We've gotta activate the steroids. Looks like he's practically teleporting. I don't know what I was doing, but at this rate, we're gonna be in serious trouble. Damn it all! Hiroki! I push myself off the ground and rush at Sigma. I remember that feeling of heat welling up within me before. I try to call it back again. I try to recreate that sensation in my mind. But that tingly, throbbing feeling where even my sight was burning. But, yeah, I saw that coming. What? That's it? Sigma swings his right arm lazily, as if he's swatting a fly. If my power was actually working, I'd be able to easily dodge a swing like that, closing on Sigma. Damn it! But instead I stop and take a step back. I'm lucky that Sigma didn't put any strength behind his swing, so it's slow. His blade brushes past my nose. I feel the wind created by a slash flow past my cheeks. The current me can't see Sigma's attacks, can't read them, can't react to them. To top it off, I lose my balance and fall to the ground. Pathetic. This can't be the best you've got. Come at me seriously. Sigma spreads his arms again. I still can't use my power properly. This is bad. This is really bad. This is bad. This is really bad! I don't care what happens to me, but I can't let Reina die. That is the one thing I will not allow. Do I have no choice but to try a suicidal rush at him? I hurriedly try and stand back up when Reina grabs my arm to stop me. She leans close to my ear and whispers, Hiroki, you can't let yourself get provoked by him. He's really strong. He's not someone you can beat head on. Yeah, I kinda get that now. But at this rate, I didn't say you should give up. She says quietly but firmly, and I finally come back to my senses. Is he just letting us talk like this? Like, you'd think he'd have killed us. Or I guess he's waiting to be entertained. A strategic retreat is an important part of tactics too. We're at a disadvantage here. Let's go outside. Yeah, Reina's right. And he's just gonna let us go outside? I can't panic. I need to calm down. I can't let myself get dragged into his pace. Sigma wants me to attack him. He's just staring at me with his arms spread wide. While keeping Sigma's attention on me, I look around the store's interior, aided by the light coming from my MRD. So he's literally just standing there. There's only one way out. The half-open shutter we came in through. If we want to escape the store, it's going to have to be through there. However, Sigma's currently blocking our way there. The distance from here to the entrance is only 7 meters, but that's too far for us. I kind of like this analytical feel. The only way out is through that shutter, but how are we going to make it there? Don't worry. Just grab hold of me and run there with all your might. Yeah, that'll work. Hey, what are you whispering about, you maggots? Dana takes a magazine from the fallen bookshelf. What is she planning? If you're not gonna come to me, then I'll have to come to you. Run! Again, with the odd transitions. Dana's yell acts as the trigger for me to start sprinting. I take Dana's hand and push off against the ground hard. You fool. Because of how sudden our dash is, Sigma's a second late to respond. However, he quickly raises his right arm and slashes down as we charge past. His powerful stroke sends the nearby books flying as a storm of paper whirls around us. Okay, I gotta say, the music's a bit much. Like, this is really intense, and it doesn't feel as intense. Like, maybe it's just because I'm tired and, like, kind of stuffed up, but, like, I'm just not getting the full emotion, you know? Like, it feels like the music is kind of overpowering the scene, and since it's on such, like, a short loop, it's not, like, I don't know, it has too many cuts in it that, like, kind of ruin it. I don't know. This scene's not really doing it for me. Nana throws the magazine she picked up at Sigma. Yeah, see, like that. Like, I couldn't tell there if... The timing was a little weird, so I couldn't tell if the music was ending because we reached a certain point, or if it was just restarting the loop, but it was. A light in a large bundle of A4 paper flips open as it's thrown, and in doing so blocks Sigma's field of view. Shit. Sigma instinctively tries to defend against the object thrown against him. He pulls his hand back and slashes apart the magazine thrown at him. The blade parts the magazine in half like a knife through hot butter. The edge of his blade is frighteningly sharp. He barely moved his arm, and yet it easily sliced through the magazine. However, because he stopped to cut it down, we were able to find an opening. Hiroki! Yeah. I take advantage of that opening and run past Sigma. You dare underestimate me? However, Sigma quickly follows up with another attack. He quickly realized what we tried to do and turns his upper body to swing his arm down on us again. Oh, come on. For some reason, his dark blade gleams in the gloom. But even I could see that attack coming. I duck down and race across the ground on all fours like some kind of animal. Aren't we holding Nana? Like, how is she reacting through all this? The blade passes safely over my head, though it does take a few of my hairs with it. With this, I'm sure to be able to make it through, and I run full speed past him. I run straight for the shutter. Don't stop running! Tumble through! Okay, we're just gonna go. Right before I reach the shutter, I pull Ana's hand as hard as I can and throw her in front of me. Ana instantly realizes what I'm trying to do. Oh, jeez. Are we just gonna, like, get trapped in here and, like, throw her to safety? Is that... I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's probably... I mean, I agree with Hiroki in that, like, I just want her to be safe. But, like, I don't know, I feel like you could just both tumble through, you know? Ana keeps going full speed towards the shutter and somersaults herself through the gap. She tumbles on the floor outside. Oh, we're not leaving her? Okay, good. Don't think you can escape me! Enraged being toyed with like this, Sigma's expression twists into one of anger as he chases after us. I frantically look around my surroundings. I spot a dictionary on the ground nearby. Perfect! I swiftly pick it up and throw it at Sigma. Just before Sigma can close the gap between us, a dictionary hits him square in the stomach. Sigma's rage had blinded him into a headlong rush, so he was unable to dodge it. The force of his own charge makes the dictionary's impact all the more powerful, and deals a serious blow to him. That's been a big-ass dictionary. Sigma collapses on the floor. It's nowhere near a fatal blow, but it should give us time to escape. I quickly duck through the shutter. Alright. Hiroki! Dana runs over to me with a worried expression on her face. I'm fine. Sigma shouldn't be able to come after us right away. Let's go. I was gonna say, the music stopped again, and I thought that we were just gonna sit outside the shutter and not care about the fact that there's a murderer with a genetically mutated arm on the other side of the shutter. The two of us entwine our hands again. We start running for the station entrance. Wait, if we keep running, he'll just catch up to us again. What do you say, we hide? Aina points towards a soup store. Let's hide there for now. Don't you think that's a bit too close to the bookstore to hide in? That's what they want you to think. Sigma's probably thinking we've tried to run as far as we can, so we'll trick him by hiding here. Exactly. I see, this might not be a bad way to buy time. The automatic door to the soup store is slightly ajar. I guess since the electricity isn't working anymore, we'll just have to push it the rest of the way. I wrap my fingers around the door and wrench it open. This is a small soup store. You find a place out of view from outside to hide in. Yeah. Once we're inside, I close the automatic door behind us. Something weird about saying I closed the automatic door. The wall facing out into the hallway is entirely made out of glass, so it would be too easy to see inside. And the table chairs are also a bad idea, since you just see us through the gaps in the tables. What about the bar area? We run over to the bar. There's ladles, dishes, a chopping board, and a knife all scattered around. All signs of just how much panic there must have been when the explosion happened. Oh, I didn't realize I could right click and there would be just the image. That's really convenient. Making sure not to step on anything sharp, I crouch down and hide myself behind the bar. We should be able to buy some time like this. Turn off your flashlight. Dana covers my MRD with both her hands as she whispers that to me. I turn off my flashlight, leaving the emergency light at the entrance the sole remaining source of illumination. It gives off a dull light, barely brightening the room at all. The darkness in the station is so dense it feels like it could crush me. The sound of Dana breathing softly next to me serves to remind me that I'm not alone. There's something different about him today. I quietly muttered to Dana, trying to shake off my uneasiness. It's like Sigma's able to teleport now. He's there 1 second and gone the next. His movements are just too fast. I'm not sure if it's because it's too dark to see him properly, or if it's... Dana nods silently. His movements certainly are strange. It's like he's appearing and disappearing from nowhere. Did he get an enhancement? Is that his special skill? It's a possibility. Special skill. I still haven't been able to figure out how to use mine, but he's already mastered his. There's a massive difference in skill between us. If that's really the case, then you can't fight him head on. Yeah, you're right. I let out a small sigh. Then a moment later, I hear it. Oh, that's a nice sound. I like the eerie, oh, I like that. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good ambience setter. Sound of footsteps in the hallway outside. Dana and I exchange glances. Thud. Thud. Looks like he's recovered enough to be walking around again. His footsteps echo loudly throughout the station. He's purposefully making them loud in order to provoke us. He wants to lure us in. Please don't come this way. Please don't come this way. I hold my breath and pray. Thud. Thud. My prayer must have been heard, since his footsteps finally start to fade away. That was actually really cool. What they did there was the footsteps wouldn't go until I actually pressed for the next text segment. That's pretty nice. I'm about to breathe a sigh of relief when I catch myself. Sigma's still here. It's not over yet. I whisper to Dana as quietly as possible. The bastard sounded like he knew something about Aoi-san. Indeed. Sigma's our only source of information right now. I really want to make him talk somehow. Kind of hard to do when he can pretty much kill us at the drop of a hat. Is that even possible? Probably not. Can we even defeat a guy like that? I don't think it's possible. Dana shakes her head while she hears my griping. It is possible, though it will be very difficult. Right now, we keep getting dragged into his tempo. We need to break his rhythm and create an opening somewhere. But how are we going to do that? Dana puts a hand on her chin and thinks. Like you said before, Hiroki, Sigma's different today. Different from how he was before. But why?
体調
His strength?
いえ
No, that seems about the same as before.
なら
Than the environment we're in? But what's different from here and when we met him before?
ここの環境の違いは何
Elena. Elena looks back up to me after pondering for a while.
ひろき
Hey,
一
Hiroki,
つ試してみたい
there's something I want to try. What? Elena brings her lips to my ears. What are you doing? The plan she lays out is one hell of a gamble.
勝算はあるのか
Do you really think it'll work?
そうね
I think so.
なるべくあなたが自分
As long as you manage to buy enough time, we have a
うまく誘導
chance.
してくれれば
At the very least, it sounds like Dana's run it through her head a few times. Dana nods with quiet confidence. I lock eyes with her and nod back.
分かった
All right,
その賭けに乗ろう
let's give it a shot. I'll put my faith into Dana's plan.
待って
Wait,
賭けにはしない
don't turn this into an all-or-nothing gamble.
あなたの判断で
The moment you think it's too dangerous, I want you to abandon the plan and run.
して逃げるのを優先して
大丈夫だ
I'll be fine.
葵さんを連れ戻さな
Besides, we need to bring Aoi-san back with us
慎
alive.
重にやる
I promise I'll be careful. I promise Sorano I'd come back alive. I won't die here. We'll all come back safe and sound to meet again.
そうね
Alright
最
then.
善を尽くしましょう
Good luck to the both of us. Dana looks straight at me and nods one last time.
武器がいるな
I'm gonna need some kind of weapon. This should do.
これでいいか
I pick up a knife that's laying on the bar counter. I hide it in my jeans pocket to retain the element of surprise. Dana starts making her way to the tables, still crouched low to the ground. I quietly follow after her. Alright. Well, I don't want to... Alright, I don't want to go any further because I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I don't know. Each of these things sounds like it could go into something really big, and so I don't want to get right into that because we're at the end of the episode. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. I wasn't that big on the fight scene that we just had, but I'm liking this. This game, the fight scenes aren't that, like, special in this game, I feel. But, like, the ambiance it's able to create is a lot better. So, like, this, I really like. And, like, us carefully analyzing and planning, I like that about this game. I'm not the biggest fan of the fight scenes, because they seem a little bit, like, the music's kind of overwhelming, and it just seems kind of out of place. Especially because this is sort of like a slow-paced game, and so having those really fast moments is hard. But at the same time, I guess they're kind of necessary. I don't really know how they would have gone about making it better, other than, like, kind of toning down the music a little bit, or, like, making it a longer loop, or, like, making it a bit more intricate. I'm not sure. But it just felt kind of off this time. But I do really like this ambiance we got going right here. So I'm excited to keep it going. But for now, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of Memories Dogma Code 1.